Hello and welcome to this video where I will show you how to deploy several Docker containers with stateful data using Cloud Foundry BOSH. On this video, we are going to use a BOSH release for Docker that can be found at the GitHub address that appears on the screen. Assuming that you have a BOSH director already running, we are going to clone the BOSH release for Docker. Then, we need to upload the BOSH release to our BOSH director. The GitHub repo contains deployment manifest examples for several infrastructures as a service. In this video, we are going to use Google Compute Engine. But first, we need to update the deployment manifest with our director properties. Also, we will need to use a public IP address so we can reach the containers from outside of the virtual machines. In this example, we are going to use an already reserved public IP address. We are going to deploy 3 different containers on a single virtual machine. The first one is a Redis container. The second one will be a MySQL container. And the latest one will be an Elasticsearch container. In the 2 first cases, we are going to use an already built Docker image, and in the last one, we are going to provide a Docker file. We are ready now to deploy our Docker containers. This process will take about 7 minutes. First, BOSH is going to compile our release to be sure it can be run on the image provided. Then, it will create the virtual machine. The next step is fetching the Docker image and building a new one from the Docker file provided at the deployment manifest. And finally, it will start the Docker containers. Let's try first to connect to our Redis server using the public IP address we set at the deployment manifest. We can check that we can set a key to hold a string value, and then get in the same key. Let's check now the Elasticsearch service. And finally, let's check the MySQL service. Let's try to create a schema, a table, and insert some data into the table. So seems our services are up and running and we can connect from our local laptop to the containers inside the virtual machine. To recap, we have deployed 3 different services on Docker containers into one single virtual machine. Don't miss the next videos where I will show you how BOSH is monitoring not only the Docker containers, but also the state of the virtual machine. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.